joking when I say China is leaving the future.
Yeah. Turande kopalika yaka muntu. Turande kopalika yaka muntu. Naremo nakati vale joking afi. Naremo nakati vale joking afi abantu. Nishivarera nde kuli ufuminoko, kuli ufumine. Chandano ndaisanje vati iwe tayari mshana umfu wako kwati kuli uyu. Nataona iwe fia chave vefi. Kanshifia chini. Kanshifia chini. Anyway, first to give a little bit of intro. We are going towards the elections. We are going towards the elections. The election mood has started. Election mood has started. This is October. This is October. 3 months we close this year. Next year, it is a year of campaign because, Parliament is dissolved. In May, Parliament will be dissolved. So, we don't have time. We don't have time. And I am encouraging those of you who want to contest in whichever position, this is the time for you to come out. You can't be talking to say, I think powder. I'm not so happy with the quality of this camera. I'm not so happy. Can't it look better than this? Well, I don't know if it is my imagination, but I'm thinking like it has changed. But nonetheless, yeah. So, those of you who want to contest my elections, time is now. Time is now. You need to come out. You need to get on the ground. You need to get people behind you. Let me tell you, elections are not won during the time of campaigns. That is not when you win elections. You win elections way before the campaign time. Way before the campaign time. For example, Hakainde Hichilema has already won this election. Whether you like it or not, whether you like it or not, but Hakainde Hichilema has won the elections. The only thing that we are doing, the only thing that we want to make sure is that we cement, we consolidate that victory. We consolidate that victory and we give Hakainde Hichilema the distinction. That's all I'm doing. That's all, at least for me. I know Hakainde Hichilema has already won this election. This is done and dusted. Whichever way you look at it, whatever, and I'll be analyzing why this is so. I'll be talking about this as we go on. You are wasting your time. All those who are coming now to say they want to be president, Too late. Hakainde Hichilema has already won this. And the mistake was made by the opposition themselves, not Hakainde Hichilema. Hakainde Hichilema really is like that guy who is so lucky that he finds that everything has already been done. He was busy trying to resolve himself with the promises that he made, trying to resolve himself with the CDF, trying to resolve the issue of credit, trying to resolve a lot of other issues there. Without realizing, when he turned this way, there was no opposition. So now, Hakainde Hichilema, I'm sure he's trying to think to say, how am I going to campaign? And he's looking, who am I contesting against? I'm sure Hakainde Hichilema is looking around to say, who is going to contest with me? And I'm sure he's not seeing that person who is going to contest with him. The point I'm trying to give you is that if you want to win an election, don't wait for the time of campaign to think that is the time that you're going to win your elections. No. Elections are not won during the time of campaign, no ways. Elections are won much earlier before. And indeed, if you have been aspiring to contest any of the positions, you would have been working for it already. You would have already been working for it already. Now, nikuma final kuturea. Ama elections, it is a 5-year lap. You know, ama laps. 1 year, 1 lap. 2 years, 2 lap. 3 years, 3 laps. 4 laps. Last year, it's 100 meters. Last year, it is 100 meters. So, if you want to contest and you are not on the ground, you don't have people already, you are done. Because the next thing, for you to win an election, elections, you don't win alone. You don't win alone. That's why I'm laughing at those people who are saying they are going to contest as independent. You can't win an election alone, especially when you talk about elections, you know, such as MP and presidency. To win elections, wake up. Elections, you can't win alone. You can't win alone. You can't win alone. Elections, you win with people. You need people. So where you are, if you don't have a long list of people, just know that you're not in a good position. You're not in a good position. You must have a long list of people. Long list. If you are an MP, you must have a very long list. Especially if your constituency is a big constituency. You must have a very long list. List of people that think like you stay with them. People that feel like at any time they can pick up a call and talk to you. That is how it's supposed to be. For you to win an election, you need to reach that position whereby you have a lot of people who think that if I pick up a phone call, if I pick up a phone and dial the number for Tayali, he's going to answer. You win with people. You don't win by, you know, because I've got money, I'm just going to buy, I'm just going to whatever, forget it. I'm going to buy vitenges, I'm going to buy t-shirt, forget it. Elections to turn, you know, to turn those numbers of people into votes. You can, that's why you have so many rallies. You have, big rallies. People come, shout, and hey, what you want to him? What you want to? I've been arguing with this for a long time. Amos Chanda will tell you, there was one time when Edgar Lungu went to, is it Namwala or what is that? What is that now? That place where there is a nursing school. When you're going to Southern Province, now you have to divert. You have to go out of the main road. You know. Yeah, but anyway, he went in that area, and I went to State House and I met Amos, and Amos was excited. No, there are a lot of people, Shanshan. I said, yeah, but you know, in Awantu, I don't really trust the situation in Awantu Aisha, especially when a president is visiting. I don't count that. No, not Solwezi, no, Southern Province. This place, when you're going to Southern Province, before you reach Mazabuka, the town before Mazabuka, you have to divert, you have to go in. You know, you have to go in like this. Yeah, you know that thing where, you know, the name is just like trying to come and then it's going, not much. Chikankata, yes, thank you very much. Gifty Kadimba, thank you very much, Kadimba. Chikankata. When he went to Chikankata, and, you know, Amos was very excited, you know. I went to sit down. No, there were a lot of people, and organically, you know, my brother Amos has got very good English. Oh no, there were people generally, organically, not that we fired people. No, they just came, whatever. And you know, nobody like what ngari mu office ya mnobe taufula kutalika sana, you know. Ero ni shina uya tibakuli shemu. So kulanda ya kulenda kufanya panshija. Like no, that's what happened. Yeah. The problem is that, you know, when crowds come, but you know, when it comes to votes, it's another thing. No. I'm telling you, this guy, he will not have it that side. He will not have it. What happened when the elections came? It was something else. It was something else. So, and in many cases, this is what happens. I'm sure you have been seeing rallies. You see a lot of rallies. You see a lot of people that come. But when it comes to voting, it's a different story. It's a different story. Because the trick is about turning those crowds into votes. That is where the trick is. If you are a good politician, if you want to win, you have to turn the people. When you see people, you start seeing votes. When you're walking in the constituency, you should be seeing votes. You should be seeing votes. But how do you see votes? You see votes whereby people, when they greet you, they feel they know you. They feel you are their brother. They feel you are their sister. That is how you turn votes. How you turn, you know, crowds into votes. People must know you. People must feel you. Otherwise, the secret ballot party will secret ballot party. Because when a person is alone, he's alone. He's alone. He can be talking to you, whatever, but when he's there, he has to be convinced for him to cast a vote in your favor. So, a lot of you people who want to contest, if you are not already on the ground, you are in problems. You are in problems. When will people know you? Run right now. Run. If you want to contest an election, get into your vehicle, go back. Go there. Even these who are already there, the MPs who are already there, some of them, they went there and they have left. They don't know them. They are not going to have it. So, elections, the point is that elections, you don't win during the time of one. It's now. And you need to have a strategy. You need to have a strategy. You need to have the right people. You need to have the right people. People are the ones that make you win an election. Even Chilufya, you need him. Because Chilufya, you think like, no, Tayali. No, people don't bother about Tayali. People don't listen to him. When you read the comments, you feel like, no, the comments. But I'm telling you, I drive part of the political agenda in that country. I drive part of the political agenda in that country. I drive part of the political agenda. Just like Nanikwatama strategies. Just that I cannot come and disclose my strategies to you. I cannot come and say, next step. But when they happen, you don't even realize to say it is a strategy that I had put in gear. You don't even realize that it is a strategy that I had put in gear. Nanikwatama strategies. And when I'm removing the strategies, because ninkwata strategy pali akainde ichilema mule mwena ko tamwaitambe wino imwe bene mwe baleisa no tufumo kwati mwato mboliro mpwin tira mkwiminina ala mamuna kwati vukateka wako angalira kwa you think some of us we don't want to become presidents for you to just be coming, on the 11th hour. No, I'm also going to stand. Tasi, what nonsense is this? What nonsense is this? Now, PF, you are busy enjoying. Hey, yeah, let him come. Hey, Mudoro. You are prostitutes. But PF, how are you prostitutes? You are prostitutes. I'm not saying all of you, but many of you are prostitutes. You are traitors. You say, Tayali is not loyal. Tayali is a traitor. You are worse. You are worse traitors. Because but behind you are big traitors. I will not sit to eat with you if I have an issue with you. I will tell you. I will not sit to eat with you. I will not sit to laugh with you if I have an issue with you. I will tell you. Inenda piliuka, yes, ngana piliuka, nda piliuka na bonse banshi bat ninku piliukila. Nama reasons ngana piliuka, nishini kwa tanama reasons. Ama reason na piliukila nyaya. I always have reasons why I'm going to turn around. Edgar Lungu, I was supporting him. I was there singing Alebo de Rapo, Alebo de Rapo, Alebo de Rapo. I kept on pushing by Edgar Lungu, Fumeni Balungu, go and chair a central committee. Go and chair a central committee. Balungu never did it. Never did it. Okay, Balungu kanshinga mwafirwa, give to somebody. Yo, I'll give to somebody. Hey, took a convention. Did they go to convention? In spite of collecting money, they didn't. They didn't. At the end of the day, Mao Sampati Tefia Ufufu Ntungu. Now, Balungu, Mao Sampo, Tien Tuchiteso. Mao Sampa, Tashu Pide. Look, if Ale why didn't you sort out Mao Sampa back then? Even back then, you would have sorted out Mao Sampa. If Balungu, I was telling Balungu, call that Mao Sampa. Pick up a phone, call Mao Sampa. He would have gone to Ibex there. He would have gone. But Balungu never did. Never did. Mpaka fiaona. From there, no eligibility. Eligibility ipo Eligibility yapita. Na makebi zulu wabo. Yapita. And that was the last nail in the coffin. When that happened, what did I tell you? I told you, whoever for our president, just come out on your own. Don't expect that Balungu will anoint anyone. I used to tell you that. Don't expect that Balungu will appoint anyone. Just come out. Did they come out? They were cowards. They were cowards. They couldn't come out, including Mundubire. They couldn't come out. They couldn't come out. At the end, I closed the ship page. If you remember, I closed it because I stopped supporting Balungu Alebo upon the agenda and whatever. And one of these guys who was also close to Balungu told me, that's how I closed the page. I closed the page because I stopped. I didn't lie. Kuri Balungu. Even Balungu knew. Everybody knew. I didn't lie. So no, Tayali, you are saying that you are going to support Edgar Lungu mpaka nemfwa. Yes, but not if you have Puba. I closed this page because I didn't want to continue when I knew that Balungu tapali okobalea. Balungu tapali okobalea because I even knew nishina baluala. Baluala no kulwala. Na chapwafi. Ukulwala kwa Balungu kwa lishibiko. We knew he was sick. And I knew when there was that by-elections in Petauke, he didn't go. He didn't go. And I'm one of those people that discouraged Balungu to go to Petauke. I'm one of those. I told him, no, you can't go to Petauke. You are not well. You are not well. You people have been saying, no, Balungu Baleba can from out of the country. Baleba can from out of the country. Balungu was able to go out of the country. Balungu was able to go out of the country. Not those ama dramas mwale pangapana nikani. Didn't Balungu go to Mnangagwa's inauguration? Because mulala ndikisha hey Balungu wale wakanya. Didn't Balungu go to inauguration ya kwa Mnangagwa? Didn't Balungu go for the inauguration of Mnangagwa? It is because those instances where he couldn't go, it's because the intelligence had it on what Balungu was going to do. The intelligence had it. Not if you are me patio wale wakanyoka hospital. One good example na mipela. Balungu balile kuli Mnangagwa. Balile kuli inauguration. So ngachako wataka in the HDM ali balole allowed him to go and witness the inauguration of Mnangagwa. How could he stop him from the medical things? Yadama story yakwa makebi Zulu because he wanted to ride on that to become president. It is not true. It is not true. And there is even a letter anyway, even in court. Even in court it was there. Where ido baleisa at no okenga palasi baba suminisheshan. That's the point. Because Bafidile to South Africa, he didn't die in Zambia. How come he was allowed this time? Those times when you saw Walungu being stopped, it is because intelligence was there. Intelligence was there. So that's why Bafwila. No. The point I'm trying to, I'm leading you before I lose you, because what I'm talking about being traitors, being prostitutes. That's the point I'm trying to talk about. And I am trying to refer myself first to myself first. Because you say, now where you are a traitor. Now me, I'm running you where I have turned around and why I have turned around. I'm running to you. And then I'll come now to a PF. I'm coming to a PF. Why I'm calling them traitors and prostitutes. So, because I was no, but what about you, Balungu? So, in how we have moved. Balungu, ku South Africa, ku South Africa. Until the man died. When he died, all along, he never in South Africa, we were okay. Until he died. When he died, the issue of no, Balungu, to allow Shika to South Africa. First, what the issue in Bami? How to allow in Bam? Nakan. No, we shouldn't organize, we shouldn't disclose that Balungu never for. I refused. They wanted to hide that Balungu never for. They wanted to hide. They wanted to be issuing those statements in the name of Balungu, and yet Balungu Balimu fridge. These people, I'm telling you so that you would understand why I turned against the PF and the nonsense that was going on. What do you think? If you are a person that is honest, how could you accept that I become part of the plot to hide that Lungu is dead? If you can accept it, I refused. And when I refused, that is when they realized to say, since Tayali, he knows about this, and he's not part of it, let's just announce. That's how you saw Tasila coming to announce. But as they were announcing, they had hatched another plan. What was the plan? The plan was now to prop up Makebi Zulu and Tasila as running mate. Makebi Zulu as president, Tasila Lungu as vice president. That is why you saw Tasila being the one to announce. Why? It is because she wanted to get their attention. Their attention. You see, Tasila. Instead of letting government to do it, but they didn't. The moment Tasila announced it, Makebi Zulu picked it up. Edgar Lungu has died because Hakainde Ichilema used to refuse him to go out for medicals. It is because of who? Hakainde Ichilema. Nakachinda na Oyo having a press conference. Edgar Lungu was actually poisoned. You think I would agree? You think it was okay for me to agree to say Lungu died because of Hakainde Ichilema? When I knew how Edgar Lungu suffered in his ailment, was that going to be right? No ways. I refused. Nakachinda poison. How can you say poison? Way back in 2015 actually. 2015. That's how Balungu had that problem. From 2015 he has been struggling with it. How can you come and say, now that's a poison? But they were just doing politics. I refused. And those of you who say, no, you won't conquer Rupia. Those people are giving me money. Those people are giving me money. Yes, thank you to people that are trying to help here and there. But to be honest with you, with due respect to all of you, none of you has given me money compared to what I used to receive with the Edgar Lungu connection. That's the truth. And I can even prove it so. Evidently, I can prove it to say, look, I can easily prove it to you that I used to get more money from this side, from the Edgar Lungu connection. I can prove it to you. I am, yes, thank you. I'm not whatever this, but I'm telling you what I refuse. If you're talking about money, there was money there. There is no money now. There is no money now. I can assure you there is no money now. Don't even think twice. There is no money. I'm actually struggling. Because by that time, you know, the money that I was getting, I had budgeted how I was resolving things. But now, it's not the same. It's not the same. So, in where I've turned around, I've been very clear. And the reasons are very clear. Now, by Mweba PF, most of you leaders are on PF. Most of you leaders are on PF. Where you were busy crying, Yahweh, hey, look, tushike ku South Africa, hey, tushike ku South Africa, hey, tushike ku South Africa, hey, we have a succession plan, we have plan B, whatever. And you were looking forward to selecting leaders amongst yourselves. You were united when you are going to South Africa. You were united. Once na bamao sampa babwela, once fie, once fe na bakabwala la bamalangi, once you came back. And you were all around by Esther Lungu. You were all around by Esther Lungu. You united, you came back, all of you by PF, you came back. You came back. And you had one mission and one mission only, which was to choose Edgar Lungu's successor. You messed it up with the burial issue, whereby up to today, we still have Ichtumbi. We still have Ichtumbi not buried. You messed it up. There you messed it up. But one thing that happened, Lungu brought you together. He brought you together. All of you came together. And you mishandled it with the issue of burial. Because if you had handled it properly, you would have been united in Zambia now. By now. If you had united, if you had thought properly, if you had not followed Makebi Zulu's tricks, you would have been, all of you were in South Africa, including my Archbishop. All of you, you would have been in Zambia today. You would have been in Zambia today, united. And it would have been easy for you to choose a leader. Nonetheless, you messed that one up. Now you have gone around looking for a leader. And you started, no, we need a leader. And even before this, you were busy talking amongst each other. And two people that came out prominently is Brian Munduvide and Given Luvinda. These two people came out prominently. They came out prominently. And a lot of you surrounded, either you were around Given Luvinda or Brian Munduvide. A lot of you. And I know many of you were actually around Brian Munduvide. You were around Brian Munduvide. From nowhere, mwaumfuata Timundoro hata alikuwa tendarama. Eno mwaisa pili mukafe kwa tima ule mba. Kwa tima ule mba. Walishura maule fwa ya chita mbayo. Nga waliyako mba na wikala na maule. Na wikala na maule. Ifato alifipita mwe finte tuwe peno kube. Pato alifipita mwe sana. Na wikala. Eno mwaisa ingira chinondo. Ama ule tabako watanenso ni we mafye kwa asende faka chola kakwe kwa ayaikala na pa ukwete uandarama. That is exactly what most of you PF members have done. Mwaumfile fati mudolo wangira muba. Mwamba no kufulo tuputula. Ukuya kuli mudolo. Mwamba no kufulo tuputula ukuya kuli mudolo. A lot of you have abandoned the Munduvide. Why have you abandoned the Munduvide? Why have you abandoned Given Luvinda? Why? In a Given Luvinda nimu weramu. And I've given you the reasons. Yes, I was talking about given Lubinda, because, you know, as in terms of leadership, the man is good. In terms of articulating issues, the man is good. In terms of posture, the man is good. In terms of looks, you know, that colored like color, that star attractive, very good. But when I heard that he has gone to report Chris Zumanzimba, I was very disappointed. That is what has put me off. That's my wife. Yes, ma'am. Yes, my wife. Have you heard anything? No, I'm waiting. You know, you need to allow people to, when you give people a task, you let them do their thing, and you just wait to hear for results instead of calling them. I haven't called. I'm just sitting waiting for the results. Is it? Yeah, but then because even if it's to come out, it would have to come out in the afternoon. So I think that today is just not possible. I'll let you know as soon as I get any update. Okay. No, it's not possible. 12 hours is not possible. It's just not possible. It's not possible. So you can just let that one go. Okay, my wife. Mama, that cheating now when I'm talking to my wife, Mama. Nangula chira wata, but when I talk to my wife, good cheating, as if in shashira pata no kupata. Mwana kashi ali shupa. Bwana kashi. I'll take an emboy kari punish. So, there you are. Mwale konka brand mundubire and given Lubinda. I've turned on given Lubinda right now. And my reason is very clear. My reason is very clear because given Lubinda at this point in time, when he's supposed to show leadership, in spite of whatever that may come, he would be trying to make sure that he bring everybody together. It is like a man in a house where when there is a storm, you know, when there is a storm, as a man, you make sure you put everyone together. Everyone, you put them together. But amidst the storm, all you all have manomba, because this is what Given has done. Their party is under a siege, and they have differences, and these differences are expected. But instead of sorting out those differences amongst themselves, Given Lubinda goes and sells Chris Zumanzimba kuri bakapokona. At this point in time, Epo Given Lubinda musolile. So even when I turn around, I give reasons, and I'm giving you reasons why. I was very neutral. I was like, whoever will get it, I'll go with it. Whether it is Brian or whether it is Given, I'll go with it. You know, but Given Lubinda, him going to report Chris Zumanzimba, it reminded me of many instances where I've not been comfortable with Given. Many instances. Given Lubinda's, he's so intolerant. He has dragged so many people to court, including myself. And when he stands there, the man, he can be so difficult to move. So difficult to move. So, with that kind of behavior, I'm thinking to myself, if this man is doing this when he's in opposition, when he needs everyone, because at this point in time, you need everyone. But that is a time when he's sending others, when you want to send people to police, when you want to send people to jail. What if he's a president? It reminded me of those days. It reminded me how I struggled with Given Lubinda. In spite of me asking for forgiveness, what? No, he was just, no. Very difficult man. So I said, no. This can't be. This can't be. But for me, I'm giving you my reasons. But for the rest of you, many of you, Ili mwamfira ati mudoro. You ran kuli mudoro. Mwamfati mudoro. Ata alikuwa tenda lama. Alikuwa tenda lama. People were calling me. Telling me, iwe Tayali, kuli mudoro ku, kuli ndalama. Uyo HH taka kwerele. HH will not give you money. Kuli mudoro ku, shanshan. A number of people called me. And they know, even as I'm talking, they are listening and they are like, yeah, we called you. And my responses, they will tell you, I'm never excited with money. Don't be cheated. I'm never excited with money. I'm never excited with money. I've got a conscience. It is the conscience that drives me, Mdala. When the conscience agrees with you, I'll go with you. If you have what to give me, you give me. If you don't have, if you're finna to a liar. If you're finna to a liar. Like the way I've come to believe that, Simon Mwale, Bachitambala, is best suited to be mayor of Lusaka. Go, call Bachitambala. If I've even spoken to him, I don't even talk to the man. And most of the times, this man, Mr. Chitambala, I mean, he says negative things about me. But that doesn't matter to me. That doesn't matter to me. You need to recognize, what is in this person, the gift that a person has. You may not have a good personal relationship, but if a person is gifted in something, give it to him. Bachitambala, I am saying, let Bachitambala be the mayor of Lusaka. And I'm praying that UPND, sorry, I have to respond this. Oh, I have to respond to this. When the people who look after you are talking to you, you don't mess around. Ave Nevacharo, not from Zambia, but Ave Nevacharo. Here. Yeah, I'm sorry for that. Yeah, I needed to respond to this. Yeah, so what was I saying? I'm sorry for that. So I was talking about the Given Lubinda and Brand Mundubi. I've explained to you why I have an issue with Given Lubinda right now. But for you, it is because of Mudoro. It is because of Mudoro. Mudoro, hey, nicer. All of you have gone that side. I'm not excited by money. Don't be cheated. Don't be cheated. If you think, no, Tayali is excited with money and you bring your money, trust me, I will never refuse your money. I will never refuse your money. Hey, I will never refuse your money. But you will not get me to do what you want. If you think, no, Tayali, no, hey, just give him money, whatever. I will get the money. I will just chew your money, but I will go my way. I will go my way. Enough got a conscience. But most of you leaders have PF. It is about the money. It is about the money. Some of you, shamelessly, you have been moving around with Brian Mundubire. And Brian Mundubire, I know him. Brian Mundubire is a generous man, but Stakwa Tendarama. He doesn't have money now. He used to run big businesses and whatever. But by UPND, they have made sure that they have squeezed him in terms of business. They have made sure that they have squeezed him. You used to go kuri Mundubile, in spite of Mundubile, like I was saying, that he's generous, but Mundubile doesn't have much money at the moment. Because our businesses, it is in construction, and government is the biggest biggest contractor, who would contract you and give you business. It's the biggest, and unfortunately, he's not being paid. Like many, those who are connected to PF, he's not being paid. He's not being paid. So, he really doesn't have that much money. The money that he gives you is the money, little here, bafora ku parliament, pa Friday, watayari muise, bakupera kalakeni bafulire ku parliament. Shana. And this is what he has been sharing with many of you at PF. Many of you, na muishwa no kuishwa. Many of you, because na money muishwa. Ngandiba kunambo kumirumbula machina. You were lining up kuri Mundubile, collecting utufunga with the little that he has. You were going there and getting that. Mwamfati mdolo, shamelessly, you abandon him. Bamuida, I can talk about you, Mamdala Bamuida, because it came out in the news. Imo Bamuida, Bamuida, Imwe, Ba Davis Muida. Ba Davis Muida. Imo Bamdala, Imo Ba Davis Muida. And inena dimkwatilo mchinshi wa Davis Muida. Ishimirumbula po, ishimirumbula whatever, and ishimirumbula. Ishimirumbula. I've got people that I respect. You won't see me I've got loyalty. There are people that you want to see me jumping around. No, I won't. Like Brian Mundubire. I won't. You won't see me you won't see me jumping around. Even given Lubinda, just at Ndala given Lubinda, I'll install it down. That man is the one who lets me down. Given Lubinda is the one who lets me down, not really me. He lets me down, that man. Ndala wanoko ulifure waishiba, you let me down, you mdala given win. I had so much confidence in you. But mdala you were chimbi. Yashan kanshi. Anyway, Bamuira. Imo mdala Bamuira imwe. You were with Mundubire. Ichale ngokati mupiri mukire Mundubire. Mukonke mudoro chinshi. Lero chale ngati mupiri mukire Mundubire chinshi. If it is not money. If it is not money, what? Tell me. What does Mudoro have to be better than Mundubire? For you, Davis Mwira, to turn around. And it's not only Davis Mwira. There are a number of you. There are a number of you who have turned against, either given Makamaka, not the brand, because brand Nadishiva, Nabantu Balea Mukuya brand Nadishiva. What has made you to change? What has made you to change? Nakachinda, I can understand. Nakachinda is a businessman. He's a political businessman. His business is politics. That is the business of Nakachinda. So Nakachinda, I do understand. Nakachinda is a political businessman. His business is politics. That's his business. Nakachinda doesn't know any other business. He doesn't know any other business. Nakachinda has never worked. Nakachinda has never done anything. All he has been doing, my politics. He's a political businessman. That is his career. Politics is his career. So that one I can understand. I can understand. My best suggestion would be that at one point maybe we could sit down. There is something that I've been looking at in terms of service delivery. But maybe if we sit down to engage, we can exchange notes basically. Yeah. So what has changed? Finshi fya bipa kuli brand Mundubire. Nicho takwe tempia. Ukuli mudoroku na mumfuati kuli mpia. A lot of you na mchinja. Muma blogs yenu muli busy. Mudoro. Muli busy. Mulela kanokulaka. Mudoro. Mulela ka muli busy. Pali mudoro. But let me tell you one thing. Let me tell you something. You know what? I've been around and I've met different people. I can tell you, where there is money, Shira Moneka. Where there is money, Shira Moneka. I'm telling you, where there is money, Shira Moneka. Mwebe excited, Pali Yumudoro. Even then, I have my doubts that guy has the money that you are talking about. Me, I have my doubts. I'm telling you, I have my doubts big time. I have my doubts. Big time. I have my doubts. That guy doesn't have the money. Mudoro takwe tempia. Muibe pa. Na lishwa uchusho for wanga. Ngamule chula. Okuma umfuafia tuku. Imoku utukila. Okuma umfuafia tuku. Imoku utukila. Buchushi ulenga. When you are suffering, you get excited. Whenever you hear that, no, here there is money, you run there. When here there is money, you run there. There is no money. I don't think there is money there. Me, I don't think there is money there. I don't think that guy has the money. a billionaire. Iwe. He's a billionaire in which currency? Zimbabwean currency? He's a billionaire in which currency? Zimbabwean currency. Ama billionaires muntwandi. Ama billionaires. Vala moneka, vala ishibikwa no kuishibikwa. We know people who have got businesses and they become billionaires. They are known, their track records are very clear. Their track records are very, very clear. I'm a billionaires, atini billionaire. Especially if you are talking of South Africa. So we will take it that Mumarans. If you are a billionaire in South Africa, your track record will be seen how you have made those billions. Kawalala is not a billionaire. A criminal can never be a rich man. A criminal is a criminal. A criminal is a criminal. A criminal can never be a rich man. A rich man has got a track record. A criminal doesn't have a track record. So if you are telling me that Mudoro has money, he has money, but without a track record, nishilika bwalala. Nishilika bwalala. Nishilika bwalala. So if this Mudoro you are talking about, if he has got money, where is his track record? Where is his track record? I mean, I will not even be ashamed to talk about HH. I'm one of those people that was questioning HH's wealth. I'm not going to bag. I'm not going to feel shy to go there. Oh, telefone bomba. HH naremu kafia yo mdala tweve. Wafumisha kuisendalama. Wafumisha kuisendalama. Whatever the case, HH had a source. There was a track record. And what was that track record? The privatization. Na Grand Tonton. That was his track record. That was his track record. So you cannot say Uyumuntunika Walala. He's not a criminal because he was engaged in an activity that paid him money. Whether he took advantage of that, but at least we know that that is his source. And he had a company where he worked. No mbo yu imwe. Ashfunya kuisa ndaram. Ashfunya kuisa. Ashfunya kuisa. If he's not a criminal, ashfunya kuisa. Give us a track record. Because if you are insisting that this guy has money, I'm a track record yako. Yari kuisa. Where are his bank accounts? Nangwa kweta mu bank accounts ya abamalanji. Aya kwa bati mu banki muri 3 pin. All of a sudden mwaingira $1 million. At I'm a businessman. So if this guy of yours has got money, what is his track record? I was listening to him. I didn't hear his track record of him being a billionaire. I didn't. Go and watch it. It's there. It is still there. Not that somebody was talking on his behalf. He was talking on his own. He didn't have a track record. He didn't have a track record of those billions. So, if this guy has money, it cannot be legitimate money. Nikabwalala. Nikabwalala. And if it's a kabwalala, is this the person that you want to bring to Zambia? Is this the person that you want to bring to Zambia? Ndanikabwalala. Imonomba just because mlefo rupia. You have sold the PF. You sold the PF before. Mwashitisha. Nomba mlefo wa mshishene chalo. Just because mdolona kwa tenda lama shakuiba. You want number. No, it's okay. Nimudoro. Where is his track record? If this guy has money, where is his track record? If he doesn't have a track record, he's a thief. Nikabwalala is a criminal. And you want to bring a criminal? Mulandu ansala. Mulandu wa ule wenu imwe wa PF? Mulandu wabu ule gwenu mwa PF mulefu amulete kawala ala Mzambia ukweba tese minini. Mulefu amulete kawala ala because mulefu olupia. And you say you are patriotic. You are not patriotic. I called you traitors, that you are traitors because you abandoned Given and Brand. You are traitors. I called you that you are political prostitutes because na mufulo tuputura mulea kuli mudoro adoro memo mulefu mudoro na mufula mwamba mufulo tuputura busy ukuya kuli mudoro amudoro memo ukutemolu pia. You can sell your party, but you can't sell our country. I can tell you that. You can sell your party, but you can't sell our country. That mudoro mulelandapo. We have got systems in our country. If you don't know, there are systems in our country, and I'm telling you this. I'm opening your minds so that we can surprised. We have got systems in our country. We have got the financial intelligence. We have got the Anti-Corruption Commission. We have got DEC. We have got what is this? Is it the Intelligence Center? And there's another financial intelligence. Who check these so-called people that you are calling rich people? They check them. And these systems, they help us to filter who should go to plot 1. They help us. And me, right now, I am calling all systems in Zambia. All systems in Zambia, I am calling on you as your future president. Can you take out your antennas? Can you take interest in this guy before he comes to Zambia? Because if you are not doing your job, you will destroy our country. These financial intelligence system, security systems, you are there to make sure that you protect our country. That's why you are there. You are not there to follow the whims or the prostitution of the PF to allow a criminal to come and take over our country. You are there to protect our country. You are there to protect the economy of the country. You are there to protect the citizens. Take interests. If money is going to be coming into Zambia, it should be legitimate money. Legitimate money. Don't allow fraudulent money to come into Zambia. Don't allow our elections, 2026 elections, to be used for laundering stolen money. Don't allow it. Our elections are not there to sell our country. Our elections are not there to assist those who want to clean money. No. Criminals are criminals. Rich people are rich people. If he's rich, well and good. But if he's a criminal, please na papata. Don't go into, no, he's a Zambian. Yeah, he could be Zambian, but if he's a criminal, he's a disgrace. We don't need him in Zambia. We don't need him. If he's a criminal, if Mudoro is a criminal, we don't need him in Zambia. We don't need him on the ballot paper. We don't need him. We don't need him on the ballot. We don't need criminals on the ballots. We don't. If he's clean, let him give us a good record of how he has become a billionaire. And the money that he wants to come and campaign with, let it be clean money. We shouldn't allow criminals to come and make us start feeling small. We shouldn't allow criminals to come and make us feel small. Look at Brown Mundubire. He has been struggling. The guy has been struggling. struggling and fighting. Now, just because a criminal has got money, he should come in and make Brian look very, very small, like a fly. Eh? Brian mundibresa munike kwati temwa umekwati tachaya. Eh? Kwati wa mudolo feva mudolo vena ni wa mudolo. Ndalama shakuiba. Nawe. No. No. Uweperefe mdalo uweperefe. Wasanga turete uweperefe. Criminals should not be allowed to ascend to plot 1. Criminals should not be entertained in our country. These elections are many times used to launder money. Eh? Why do we have these institutions? Institutions of our country, please make sure that the money that they are going to use, check them. This is your time to work. But financial intelligence, this is your time to work. But DEC, this is your time to work. And don't even feel to say, no, but your democracy, you are stifling democracy. Democracy is there, but not using stolen money. Democracy is there, yes, but not using stolen money. Democracy is there, but not pushing criminals into public office. No. Let the PF go there. Go and get stolen money. It's okay. Go and get stolen money. But mube perefie to install a criminal into State House, mube perefie. That won't happen. And then this guy, he has got money. Nibanga pere rupia. Because I've got friends in PF. And among those friends, some of them, that's a fact. But among those who are in PF, they are broke. And yet, you are talking about Mudoro. They are busy talking about Mudoro. They are busy talking about Mudoro. But they are broke. Emmanuel, you covered. You did very good to cover that guy. That's why I'm even talking about you. Akpereko shinga memano mwamba yutu untumene kofoni ngapari rupia njeva bruruandi ngapari rupia njeva untumene kofoni untumene kona $1 walishpa ine nshiri hapa no ine nsha chipa nshiri ule ya chipa awe nshiri ule ya pana nikane ile ya street awe ine nshiri hapa nono epole mbosha ngolefo kumbosha pafike pamonika not atama tupini awe so ngachapa kulinda lama mano mwamba untu minepoka $1 ngakulinda lama nangu shakwiba kuti twali yako but ko bati ku State House when nothing kuli yakuti twalya but kukutala ku State House be benefit you see that kuli yakuti twalya ngawatuma ishikine shakwiba how twalya but kukutala ku State House be benefit efo twashupira ko twali shupa ko be bopena. When we come out, we are talking about people to the public. When we are commending people to the public, we want to retain some dignity. It doesn't matter how much you have given me. But if I'm going to campaign for you, if I'm going to bring you out to the people and say this one, there must be some dignity in you. There must be some dignity. Not where you are walking walal. But I will never bring you to the people and say, hey, who you? That if you want me. So I don't know if really there is money there. Mweba direko mulibanga. Muntu mine foni munjeve atawe nena lidia ko shakuti muntu mine. Munjeve ati nena lidia ko shakuti. Nango awe ne bamdala ba muira ba Davis muira. Ba direko shinga. Stade mwale bali mumbla stade mwale nishinge sho shine esho bampere stade mwale nishinga and then there is another point that you people need to consider. This Mudoro guy, this guy is a foreigner. Yes, was born in Zambia and whatever, but he's a foreigner. This guy has been living outside Zambia. all of a sudden now, I'm a Zambian. What patriotism is there? Even me, I'm not living in Zambia, but I'm not living in Zambia. I'm not out of my will. Not out of my wish. I'm not living in Zambia, not out of my wish, no. I'm here, I'm in exile. But everything is back in Zambia. My home is still in Zambia. My address is still in Zambia. Everything is still in Zambia. Here in Asunsumanafie, I've got nothing here. Everything is in Zambia. And I don't even think of, to say, getting a residence, nothing. Even if no, but so after 3 years, are you going to apply for residence? No, I can never apply for residence. Never. I will never apply for residency in another country until I retire with president. Maybe in Ethiopia Navanakia for some time. But no, I'm a Zambian. Everything that I own is in Zambia. Now this guy, these properties, where are they? Somebody asked him a question to say, what are the businesses which you have in Zambia? What are the businesses you have in Zambia? You're wealthy. Where did you get your wealth? Hakainde Ichilema invested in Zambia. His ranches are all over. He was employing hundreds of people before he was president. Hakainde Ichilema never left Zambia. He has gone to school. He has studied outside the country, but he was always coming back. He was always coming back. The money, whether he got it dubiously or whatever, he invested it in Zambia. What business does he have in Zambia? What business does he have in Zambia? What does he have in Zambia? Even my children are back in Zambia, if you don't know. Even my children are in Zambia. I'm patriotic. Now, Uyumulelandapoyu is a foreigner. He's a foreigner. I doubt if he didn't even have a dual citizenship. Maybe he's renouncing it now. And this is the person you want to say, no, he wants to be president. Nonsense. Nonsense. This guy is a foreigner. He's a foreigner. Show us. Show us your investment in the country. Show us where you live, where you stay. To say, this is where I stay. Show us. Show us where you stay. Show us your interest in Zambia. As much as I am in exile, I have my interest there. Everything is in Zambia. Everything. My business, my whatever, all the activities, Zambia. All the activities, Nimu Zambia. Nothing else. No you. What interest does he have in Zambia? What investments does he have in Zambia? Ngaba mkanina ba ECZ ba mkanina to say no, you cannot contest. Mkatambokola that no, HH is stopping his opponent. Whatever. You think ECZ is going to agree for foreigners to come and contest the elections? This guy, I'm doubting about his nationality. Let him tell us about his nationality. Let's see. Don't just come up in the after my election. No, I want to become president. And yet, Tawika la Muzambi. After say, then, no, somebody was saying, no, this guy is articulating issues. I watched what he was saying yesterday. This guy is just a crook. He's just a crook. And I'm a crook, some switch talkers, Turavamona. Some of us, we have been there. We know, we have been in business. We know crooks. We have been in Mufia Madiru Finchi Tuali Pitamo. Go to Katondo, go and ask them. Tayali Mwalimu Ishiva. They will tell you they know Tayali before you knew Tayali. They will tell you they knew Tayali before Tayali came in public. Because Nare Mkuchama Madiru Pakatondo Pati. Amadora Nare Mkuchinda Pakatondo. My second voice, my first phone. Teleseo. That was my first phone. The second phone I bought, Pakatondo. $400 in the eviction. The third phone, Nokia 1610, Pakatondo. So we know to for sticker. I can play, I can wear many hats. I can go this way, I can go this way, I can go this way. Patali. ndeko bavechinga patali. So vakawala langa wamunga twabamona turabamona tunika wala. Vakerenka nga twabamona turabamona tuini kerenka. Ulyali kerenka. Dikerenka, he was busy. He had all the solutions to all the problems that Zambia is facing. And right there, why should you muntu wabufi? Why should you muntu wabufi? You can't have solutions for everything. You can't. No, I did this. Hey, you know, this load shedding. Hey, by load shedding, you know, we can leverage on the mines and whatever. Hey, 50% of that. Hey, we can sort out load shedding. Hey, I tried to negotiate for this company to come in Zambia, blah, blah, blah. I've been preparing myself for 16 years. I've been preparing myself for 16 years. Now, if you have been preparing yourself for 16 years, how come people didn't know you? If you have been preparing yourself to be president for 16 years, how come people didn't know you? 16 years, people didn't know you. If I've been preparing myself to be president from 2016. From 2016, I started preparing myself. I'm still preparing myself. But how many people know me? How come you at If you have been preparing yourself to be president, how come people don't know you? Isn't that failure on your part? Yeah? Isn't that failure on your part? And then, if you have got these solutions, which you think they can work like magic, and you say you knew Sata, you knew Edgar Lungu, why didn't you advise them? Why didn't you advise them? Yalama solutions walelanda iwe mdoro. Yalama solutions walelanda. If you had those solutions and you have been preparing yourself for 16 years, how come you didn't advise them to Sata? How come you didn't advise them to Edgar Lungu? How come? No mbapa akaenda ichili malipo, how akaenda ichili manafirwa, he must resign. Why didn't you tell Sata to resign? Why didn't you tell Edgar Lungu to resign? Because you have been around for 16 years. That's what you're saying. Yeah? You have been preparing yourself for 16 years. And in that 16 years, there was a Sata. And you confirmed yourself that you know Sata. You confirmed yourself that you know Edgar Lungu. So these people, and you had a good rapport with them. You are even crying for them. You are even crying for them. You are even crying, their death. You are grieving for their death. And they were your friends. How come those solutions you didn't give them to Basata? How come those solutions you didn't give them to Edgar Lungu? Load shedding itwete. Is it load shedding? If you are tampakuli akainde ichilema. Edgar Lungu had load shedding. We had load shedding. Why didn't you bring those solutions to those people so that we can sort out? The mines. Why didn't you give those solutions to Edgar Lungu? Why? But apanomba elo wacha nomba na mucha. Guys. Very simplistic. Very, very simplistic. You think that ukuteke chalo kwa janguka. Even Hakainde Hichilema made that mistake. If Hakainde Hichilema were to be frank, you ask him today, the way you used to see things when you are in opposition, and now, is it the same? He will tell you it's different. That's why Ali Landolo plan that, ukakuta chimbala, waona munga ndio ungakari president. Ivuta. Because now he has seen it. Now he has seen it. And I'm supporting him because now I know that Hakainde Hichilema has ripened in leadership. Hakainde Hichilema has ripened. He has grown in leadership. He has got confidence in leadership. That's why I'm supporting him. Ukutu afmana alekana because nishifo ya ufi. Nishifo ya ufi. Na alekana for Hakainde Hichilema land. I knew that what he was saying would not happen. And indeed, he has gone in. It has not happened according to what he was saying. But I don't blame him now. Now I'm saying let him continue because Nimo Mwana Nomba, Napia. I want you to understand. Before, I was not agreeing with that kind of HDM. And indeed, I mean, wherever he is, that kind of HDM, he has seen to say the young man is right. The young man is right. Because what he said is not what is obtaining. And some of you keep saying, how can the HDM said this? But it's not happening. Upupuwa is on you. Sorry, let me not say that. You are naive to accept that all those things that kind of HDM was saying would change. It is you. The problem is you. The problem is you. If you accepted that that kind of HDM is going to reduce Ubunga from 130 to 50 kwacha, the joke is on you. Where did you see prices of commodities go down more than 100%? Where did you see that? Where in the world? Not even in heaven. Not even in heaven. Even God cannot do that. Even God cannot do that 100%. Kuisa fiwesha. A dead which ticket. Ubungo muli 130. We say where by 50 kwacha. And you are busy. No, how can the HDM say this? How can the HDM say this? Why did you believe it? How could you believe that? It's the same thing with this guy. It's the same thing with this guy. Those things that he's saying, no, I'm going to finish load shedding, what? Nonsense. Nonsense, it can't happen. I'm being real. I'm being real. My mother told me, be honest. So she encouraged me. One of my mothers in, in diaspora, she said, be honest. So I will say it as it is. How can I made that mistake? What he said didn't happen. I didn't believe it. And of course it couldn't happen because it is just not possible. In which economy? Which economy? It can't happen. But now Hakainde Hichilema has learnt the ropes. And I'm sure he will even do better in the next step. Because he will be coming in well experienced. Well experienced. Even the people that he's choosing, he's going to choose next. They are going to be different. He's not going to choose some of these laggards, some of these corrupt people that you have been talking about. It's true, even in UPND there is corruption. Hakainde Hichilema is fighting corruption, but there are some people who are there. But I know Hakainde Hichilema knows them. In the next government, you won't see some of these people coming back. You won't see some of these people coming back. You will see some of us coming in. Some of you say, hey, Tayali, hey, he won't forgive you. Hakainde Hichilema has already forgiven me. We are just looking at what to do. You're just looking at what to do. So stop wasting your time. No, Hakainde Hichilema will not forgive you. He has already forgiven me. He has already forgiven me. Anyway, I think I've given you my 2 cents on this Mudoro of yours. I've given you the reasons why I've called some of you, not all of you, some of you, I've called you. You are traitors. You are political prostitutes. You are traitors. You converged in South Africa and you had a mission to choose a successor to Lungu. Instead, you abandoned all your leaders. You abandoned them. You ran to Mudoro like prostitutes. Because Mudoro has money. But for me, I am doubting if Mudoro has money. And if he has money, he's a criminal. Why? Because where is his track record? Where is his track record? Where is his track record? Number 2, I don't see Mudoro on a ballot paper. I don't see Mudoro. I don't see Mudoro being on a ballot paper. Why? Because I don't think he can pass the due diligence test. I don't think Mudoro can pass the due diligence test. I also don't see Mudoro qualifying based on his patriotism. Where has he been living? I don't see him qualifying. I don't see him qualifying. About what he said, it is all sweet talk. Cheap talk. Only cheap talk. No real talk, no real talk. All those things that he was talking about, they are neither here nor there. Because if this guy has been preparing himself for 15 years, for 16 years, if this guy has had this vision, these plans, why didn't he share them with Sata? Why didn't he share them with Edgar Lungu? At the end of the day, you are wasting your time. This one, out. Let's just focus on Hakainde Hichilema for now. Let's focus on Hakainde Hichilema. Let Hakainde Hichilema come back in the second term. Let him continue with what is currently going on. And if you want to prepare, I've already told you that an election is a 5-lap marathon. 5-lap marathon. Meaning 5 years. If you plan properly. So you can start planning. After 2026, you plan up for 2031. Otherwise, 2026, Hakainde Hichilema is going to go through with 96%. 96%. Ni distinction akacha ya mtu wandi. Hakainde Hichilema akacha distinction. Akacha distinction Hakainde Hichilema. And that's what we are working on. Ni distinction. Mnafanya sulama phone line. Nangunde kefi. Are there some people who wants to say something? Edward at mouth for hire. Now I went to hire guy Edward. Mouth for hire, no problem. Even you hire me. Tapani should be there. Why should you complain if others can afford me? You also pay electricity money. If I'm really for hire, if I'm a bitch, to be hammered just because of money, can you pay me also? Don't pay me. Just pay me tomorrow night. Now tomorrow nga waladi hapo. Mama timoko kwa baba mwana kashata liule tawali hapo. Iwe. Akashi liule but walifiro kumulya ole watu liule. Liule. I'm looking for. Okay, there we are. I want to open phone lines so that mulela ndako limbi mudolo kuti atuma. I defend the mudolo. Techuishiwe. Kuti mudolo atuma awe. If you are under tefyo, I'm a rich man, you never know. You never know. You never know. Kuti atueva if I win a mudolo. There is a phone. Too many mulande pona. Too many. Mwebaleva mudoro. Too many. At Docas Mwelwa. At HH will come where? Which term? Ale wina Docas. Save yourself from heartache. Save yourself from disappointment. Just join me. Just join me. Join me in campaigning for HH so that you are not disappointed. Hello? 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 Yafiriko kupita phone hiyo. Tumani mulande kupali mudoro. Ndipo amuncha nje. I want people to challenge me. One mudoro. Ninkwata fi energy shakulanda. So tumeni tulakiko. Baka mudoro nairuka mudoro. Nairuka. That was the track record. We can't allow people to bring stolen money in Zambia to come and use it for campaign. So that no. No. I'm checking in Mudolo, I'm checking in. I think ni nyuma 10-0 pali Mudolo. Ni nyuma 10-0 pali Mudolo. Bye. You can take off him.